Good morning. I'm back in Brooklyn and I just dropped Luca off at daycare. It's a Thursday morning. I just made myself some coffee. Yeah. And I thought we could chat. I have some updates to share with you guys, and I figured while I'm getting ready, we can just chat through all of them. So I have two kind of pieces of news. One is that I am going back to work full-time. So if you're new around here or you've been new in the last 6 to 8 months, then you will have met me as Chantal, the full-time content creator. But through the videos, you might have heard that I also studied architecture and I previously worked in tech. So the long story is that last summer in July, I got laid off from my tech job working as a product manager the day I was traveling to my sister's wedding in the morning, 8:30 a.m., just axed. It was a bit traumatic, I'm not gonna lie. I had zero time to process. We got on a 10-hour flight to Germany and straight into wedding festivities, and then had 2 weeks of traveling. And by the time I got home, I still it hadn't hit me, and then it really hit me. That was the third time I have been laid off in the span of about 5 years. And every time I looked at a job description, I got the ick. I was like, absolutely not, I need some time. So instead, I decided to focus for the moment on my YouTube channel, which was like really giving me life, getting me very excited, and it was a perfect opportunity to basically dedicate all of my time to exploring the city and taking you guys along. And I've been doing that now for 8 months, and it was just time. I could feel myself kind of relaxing into the thought of going back to work full time. It's also a big financial decision for us because my channel is still very small and it's not able to support me full time. So we've been making it work. I've been picking up consulting work here and there, but it's just time for me to go back to work. So Monday, I'm starting a new 9-to-5. I'm a bit nervous because it's been a while since I've had the 9-to-5 rhythm, and we've been kind of both working from home, Jackson and I, both with very flexible hours. Jackson has a startup, as you guys may or may not know. We just are able to kind of like adjust our days as needed, but now I'm going to be back on 9-to-5. And I'll take you guys along on the journey and share a little bit about how my routines change and how I adjust. So a little bit more about what I'll be doing. I will be working at a construction technology company as a product manager, and I'm honestly excited because I will be working with one of my best friends again who introduced me to this team, and they have an office in Manhattan, so I will be able to kind of get that office life back on a part-time basis. I think I'll be doing 1 or 2 days in the office here and there every week. So it's a change for sure, but a positive one. For YouTube, this means that I will have to be much more rigorous about how I organize my time. I'm not going anywhere. I will still be posting weekly on my channel. I'll still be taking you guys around New York City, but occasionally things might look a little bit different. And I will be sharing a little bit more about my experience as a professional working 9-to-5, as well as kind of the normal city recs that I always do, because that is literally what I live in New York City for, so they will not be going away. If you're wondering what it was like getting this 9-to-5 job, then let me tell you, it was very stressful. I have been sort of sporadically applying to roles here and there that looked interesting, and then I came across this role, and sometimes you just kind of know, like, this is the one, I want this job. And I went full force. The interview process consisted of 3 rounds. So I had the recruiter screening, I had the hiring manager call, and then I had a panel of 4 interviews over 2 days. And then it was like crickets. I was getting very nervous, and then I got a rejection. And that crushed me. It was an email that said there was a candidate that was more qualified than you in the areas we were looking for with this particular role. I was so sad. 4 days later, on a Thursday evening, I get an email from the recruiter saying, hey, I left you a message, but I wanted to also send you an email. There's another role that we just opened up. And I was like, what? I don't have voicemail. Thank God she emailed. And I called her back immediately, And essentially behind the scenes, they had been working to open this other role. They pushed it through. I was literally in Central Park when I had the call with the recruiter to talk details and essentially get the verbal offer, signed within 10 minutes, and I'm starting Monday. So this has been a very fast turnaround once it actually worked out. The second life update, we launched a website. I literally just pushed it live last night. I'm so excited. I've been working on the newyorkpolice.com website for a couple months now. I built it using Squarespace. This website is part blog, part city guide, where I will be sharing everything around New York City, itineraries, things to do, as well as more lifestyle content, fashion, beauty, and all of the things that I love, essentially. You'll also find all of the links and promo codes to the things that I mentioned. And the most exciting bit is that you can now get my entire Google map of recommendations. There are over 300 locations in New York City. This is my personal map that I use daily and save things to as they come up. I keep my personal notes in there. It's like a little travel diary around New York, and it is now available to you. So if you want to support my channel and you want an easy way to kind of get all of the things I recommend to you guys in one place, then this is the one for you. So those were my life updates. 9-to-5 job and new website, and hopefully you guys really enjoy it. If you have any suggestions for content that you would like to see on there, then DM me on Instagram or put it in the YouTube comments on this video. I realized that I actually haven't done anything while talking. I've been too excited to share. So I need to kind of finish my makeup, I guess, in a second. But while we're here, I received some PR from Queen Musia. They reached out on Shop My, which is where I mostly share kind of all of the links to the stuff I love, and offered to send me a couple of lipsticks and their mascara. So let me see what it looks like. Their packaging is really sleek. So this is the mascara. It feels weighty. I think this is like a metal container. And this is the brush. So I'm excited to try this out. And then we have lipsticks, which I'm most excited about. And I got my typical color. So let's see, this is the lipstick packaging. You were not ready for that, were you? This is so funky and very cool. It just goes like this. And then I got my nude shade that I really like. This one is called Becky Sharp. It's similar, I think, to Baby that I always use from Merit in tone. And then the second one, can't get over this packaging, is a lighter pink for spring. What do we think? Pretend I have mascara on, which I don't currently. I really like the shade. It's a bit of a lighter color, but I think for summer and sunny days, it'll give me like a little bit of pep. The formula itself is feeling pretty good on first application. It's not too sticky. It feels comfortable on the lips. So we'll see how it wears. And then the other thing that I got PR is this Hello Clean Nourishing Micronutrient Wash. They also do shampoos for kind of getting all of the harsh chemicals from water out of your hair, but I was intrigued by this matcha microalgae body wash. Ooh, that smells like a bit citrusy to me, and I feel like this will be very refreshing in the shower. So I'm going to clean this up, finish my makeup. I think that I'm going to take you guys to grab some coffee round 2 later, because there is a local street in my neighborhood that I really love to go to, but the stores don't really open until around 11, even the cafe I'm thinking of. So it's kind of my last chance. I feel like I won't have time once I start working again. So I think we need to do it today. So really quick, this is the finished look with the rest of my makeup on. I did want to mention that I'm doing a Q&A in the next video, so if you have any questions about any of the things I just said, or life in general, about who I am, what I do, why I'm on YouTube, like anything, drop them in the comment box down below and I will try to answer some of them in next week's video. I just stepped out of Sincerely Tommy and grabbed a matcha. Now I'm walking down the street to check out a couple more stores. I just really love the vibe over here. Right, I have my lunch/dinner. I went to Warud, which offers tacos and Japanese food, so it's a bit of like a mix, and picked up ramen and curry to go. And now I'm headed back home to eat. So I'm gonna sign this vlog off here. Thank you so much for watching. Bear with me as our life adjusts to some of these updates, but go ahead and check out the website if you haven't already. I'm very proud of it. It took me a lot of time to put together, and send me any suggestions for things you want to see and questions for the Q&A. Bye!